Everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing a purple Mastemon deck build. Okay, so today we're going to do something a bit different. Instead of going from our Digitamas to our level 6 and level 7s, we will be going the exact reverse so that we can show you how our deck builds from the above, how we tune the whole deck to support our level 6 and level 7. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first, we start on our options. We have 3 Hit Viper. So its effect is by destroying one of your own, you choose 2 level 4 or below monsters of your opponent and destroy it. Its security effect is to add it to your hand. So this is generally to stop stuff like blocker, or if you're getting Rookie Rush, you kind of destroy 2 immediately with Hit Viper. And on top of that, with purple, you get effects when you destroy yourself. We'll get more into that later. So let's leave one Hit Viper here later for explanation. Next, we have 3 Trump Swords. So Trump Sword is basically your answer for anything big. You basically destroy any Digimon which is active. While appearing from the security, it's basically to activate its main effect, which is also to destroy anything active. Next, we have 3 mats. Mats is basically here to help you take back whatever that you may have thrown accidentally into the trash to recover your cards. And also, because he is a memory tamer, when you have 2 or less memory, he puts you at 3 immediately, which sets you up for the rest of the game. Alright, so your opponent can't really memory stuff you. Next, for level 7s, we play 2 Millenniumon. So Millennium is basically when you Digivolve into Millennium, you choose one of your opponent Digimon and send it back to the bottom of the deck. And on top of that, what you want Millennium is really for his second skill, that he becomes sort of like he has Aegis. So you destroy him once, if he has an ESS, he comes back to life and he's a vanilla 13k attacker for you. So what you can do is you can actually target Millennium with Hit Viper. Hit Viper can target on Millennium and then destroy Millennium, and Millennium comes back. You can do that, but generally I won't suggest. Okay, then moving on, level 6, we have 4 Mastemon. So Mastemon, depending on how you look at it, I see Mastemon as a sort of like different version of the BT2 Piedmon, because in the sense that Mastemon, you are able, when you Digivolve into Mastemon, you and your opponent lose 1 security each, and then Mastemon Superior calls a level 4 or lower from your trash. So generally you would, previously with Piedmon, you would target stuff like the Devimon with Blocker, or the Devimon with Vengeance, sorry, and you would bring out the blocker units. So with Mastemon, you can essentially do the same thing, but with 1 less unit as compared to Piedmon, depending on how you look at it. Piedmon summons 2 unit, whereas Mastemon goes for 1 security destruction, and on top of that 1 extra unit. I would say Mastemon is a cheaper version, although it's a bit weaker version, you might argue. Next, we play 3 Metal Garurumon, purple Metal Garurumon from the BT02. So when you attack with him, you choose 1 level 3 from your trash and call it out. Very straightforward, but he helps set up the field and swarm the field. Okay. Next, for level 5s, we play 3 Vanillas. We play 4 Lady Devimon. So Lady Devimon is in this deck. It's a core unit, I feel like, in most purple decks nowadays. Reason being that once you Digivolve into her, you draw 2 and then you drop 2. So Lady Devimon becomes very strong in the sense that she helps set up your trash to whatever that you need to. So if you need a certain unit, like if you are playing Malomyotis build, you need Malomyotis in the drop zone or in the trash, then yes, Lady Devimon can help with that. Or if you need, perhaps if you are playing Mastemon, if you have a Mastemon and you say, oh, I'm going to need Devimon Vengeance, but I don't have any level 3s which I can evolve into, and I don't want to hardcast that Devimon, okay, fine. You use Lady Devimon, you drop it into the trash, and then you bring it out back with Mastemon skill. Next, Lady Devimon skill is when you activate any option card, choose one level 3 and delete it. So Lady Devimon as an ESS, you can combo it with Hit Viper. So essentially, the net of both of these two cards, the net gain from these two cards is by destroying one of your own Digimon, you get to kill 2 with Hit Viper and 1 more from level 3 from Lady Devimon. It's really anti-Rookie Rush. Next, we have Trigger Garurumon. So he's here to basically for the ESS. When attacking once per turn, you can destroy one of your own Digimon and restand your level 6 or your level 6. So what you're going for is that by restanding, Garurumon can summon 2 level 3 for you from your trash. Mastemon, her skill already kills 1 security, and if she can attack twice that turn, you basically take out 3 security in that same turn. Garurumon is to take out 2 security and bring out 2 additional units. It's set up for next turn. Right. So next we go to our level 4s. We play 4 vanillas. Maramon is a 1 cost. Very cheap. Very, very useful. We play 2 blockers, since in the event that we have Mastemon that can superior call blockers out. So including the 4 Mastemons we have in our deck, you can consider the deck to have sort of like 6 blockers. 2 initially, and then 4 more which you can call out from your drop zone. Similarly for the BT2 Devimon, you can look at your deck as having 6 Vengeance Devimon, 2 on his own, and then after that 4 more from Mastemon's ability. But on top of that, he as an ESS also provides further Vengeance. So if you have Devimon and you digivolve into Mastemon, it's basically the same as a Piedmon. The only difference is that Piedmon summons 1 extra unit, whereas Mastemon takes out 1 of your opponent's security, depending on however you look at it. Next, we play 2 of the promo Devimons. Upon hard cast, you destroy 1 of your opponent level 3's Digimon. So this deck has a few things that kills level 3. You earlier, as mentioned, you have Heat Viper, Devimon, we have Lady Devimon. We have a lot of level 3 killers here. Even if you're not up against Rookie Rush, if your opponent were to call anything out like Terriermon or whatever, you can just kill it immediately, so it doesn't give you that much of a problem. And then also by killing most of your opponent level 3, for them to reach their level 5s and level 6, you force them to hardcast their level 4s and level 5s, which gives you more memory and more of an advantage. And speaking of memory advantage, we play 4 Gazimon, cause why not? He stops memory gain. We play 4 Gabumon, ESS, draw 2, drop 1. Also same with Lady Devimon, he sets up your trash according to however you see you might need in your drop zone. Next, for Tsukaimon, as an ESS, if Tsukaimon gets destroyed, you gain 1 extra memory. If your opponent plays something like Gazimon or Terriermon, you can just consider Tsukaimon as a sort of like a vanilla. But as you can see, most of the memory destruction or memory negating cards are generally level 3. So we have, as shown earlier, you have plenty of cards in this deck to solve it, so that would make Tsukaimon online again immediately. Then we have, for our Digitamas, we have 1 Pagumon. So this is basically the only card, I would say, in the whole deck that can make you discard something from that you are not expecting, because Pagumon is when you attack, you mill the top card of your deck. So this is the only thing that can really, to a certain extent, gives you a random card in your drop zone that you have no idea about. The new Digitama, upon destruction, draw 1 and discard 1. So as you can see, in this deck we have a lot of cards that allow for drawing, and then you decide how do you want to, or what do you want to drop to set up your drop zone. So allow me to just bring it out. Okay, so we have these 3 units that basically builds your drop zone however you want. It gives you the freedom, I would say, with the coming of with BTO 3, purple has become a lot better in building their own trash as to however they want. There's another unit you can consider, Pumpkinmon, which is a level 5. Also as an ESS, you draw 2 and then you discard 1, similar to Gabumon. But in this deck build I have at the moment, I see that there's no space for Pumpkinmon, so that's why he's not here. But you can consider it as part of your strategy. So if you find any, this brings us to the end of our video. If you find any of our content interesting and you would, or certain things you have changed, certain plays or certain cards you feel is better in this deck, do let us know in the comment section. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Bye, we'll see you next time, and then goodbye from both us and from Slowpoke.